The irony behind Simon's Proton Satria is one for the books. Simon was in the market for an SS Commodore when the life of his SSS Pulsar was cut brutally short thanks to an out-of-control Proton Satria. But before he could even make it to the Holden dealer, he test drove a Satria GTI and instantly fell in love.
I chose the GTI when I was out shopping for a SS Commodore after I wrote my SSS Pulsar off. Fell in love with the handling, a little bit of power it's got, and gotta love those Recaros.
Though Simon was into the spirited performance of Proton's 1.8 litre, as the story invariably goes, it wasn't enough. So it turns out that a 4G from a 94 GSR Lancer would better satisfy Simon's thirst, at least for now. The 4G conversion was a breeze, using the existing engine mounts. The TDO 4 Turbo running 15 PSI has a decent entourage of bolt-ons helping out, including a K&N filter, hybrid intercooler, 65mm throttle body, and a 2.5-inch exhaust, which all contribute to the Proton's 132 kilowatts at the front wheels. Typically, it wasn't all smooth sailing. The standard GSR ECU would not cooperate. After 7 weeks, Simon threw it at the wall before throwing it in the bin.
Basically, I tried to run the standard GSR Lancer ECU and wiring loom. I could get everything to work except for injection pulse, so after 7 weeks of that, we decided to pull it out and chuck in a Microtech.
Keeping the Satria's road manners in line is a set of Coney shocks and Lovell springs. It also helps when your wheels are 18-inch Dolce DC2s to combine both speed and style. For the time being, the Proton's interior is fairly standard, but with Recaros in plenty of style straight from the factory, the GTI's cabin ain't a bad place to be. Apart from his performance instruments, Simon's two 15-inch Pioneer subs, 6-inch splits, 6x9s in head unit help colour those long cruises. But outside is a total contrast. In case you haven't noticed, the front bar is a custom chopped Vertex piece designed for the S15. The side skirts are body clubs made for the Civic. The flares, modified. A full respray in House of Colour Black was then applied before layering with House of Colour Gold Medal jewels and a coat of urethane candy purple. The flames comprise a total of 4 layers, airbrushed with candy purple, violet and pink. Finally, 6 layers of clear, block back and flow coated, you have the Proton's award-winning paint job. Satria actually means night, in this case, a night in purple flames.
I've got another GSR Lancer engine at home that I'm building up. I've got Argo rods, forged pistons. Basically going to be running probably about 25 pound through it, aiming for a 220 kilowatt at the front wheels.
We'll be keeping tabs on Simon. He tells us that another motor is being built, but this time we'll see forged pistons, adjustable cam gears, a Garrett GT 3071R, and more. Stay tuned, people.